Most of King Selassie. Ja, Rastafari, Haile Selassie first. Ja, Rastafari, Haile King Selassie first. Climate change and global warming giving us a sign, giving us a warning. Natural disaster, it's so alarming. If we don't flood, then drought is recurring. Cutting the trees and charcoal burning, too much pollution, no proper farming. What is the problem? Rain is not coming, mothers are hungry, children are starving. Selassie, live and reign. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Sanitation. Yes, because I and I come to big up, responsibility, self-responsibility. Man, if you know that it is his responsibility to leave the earth a better place than he found it. So, I and I, when we look at this, is what are going on all over Africa. If you go to Kinshasa, if you go to Lagos, if you go to Conakry, this is the same picture where you are going to find the, globalization and capitalism, where make industries the main source of economy, and now we don't have policies that promote agricultural production and upliftment of the local artisan, but we have policies that promote importation and buying of foreign manufactured goods, which this is now the end result. When you see all these nylons, Kenya does not produce petroleum, Kenya does not produce nylons, but all this is a product of Western industries. So we cannot again look to the source of the problem as the source of the solution, but we can only look unto us, and to see now this with as a resource.
My lord, I have a question. I see a power plant behind there, and they call it so-called clean energy, and right at the forefront you see the dam site getting bigger and bigger.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Maybe you can elaborate on that contradiction and what's happening here, man.
Rasta, that is the hypocrisy that are going on in the society where you see, because now when we talk about clean energy, you find that even this whole thing, it doesn't benefit the people here. Many people here cannot even access electricity, and even it does not reduce the cost of the electricity in the locality, leave alone we don't even know where exactly, where it are going on. But same way as it's an initiative, same way we come and see this space here in the ghetto being left outside, because do not forget that there are people who are living on just next to this garbage, and it is very, inhumane. So, and I seek to open up the people's eyes and to change the perspective in which they look also at the garbage. And even it's not Anna who's doing this, you can already see many of them are there earning livelihoods. This is a source of income for many families in the ghetto. So Rastafari also in editing there.
Yes, sir. Maybe Sankara, you can elaborate on the projects that can be done to improve the state.
Yeah, man. Give thanks and praises to the Imperial Majesty for even giving us an opportunity to be creative and even to turn around our failures into our triumphs. So we've been pondering on how we can turn all this waste into, a source of income. As you can see, all the youth them over there are trying to do something to either separate the valuables from the rest that cannot be used again. So actually that's what we can expound on. We can even see the animals also as well competing for you know, survival as well. So we can learn from this and turn this into an industry. We have plastic in this garbage, lot of plastic. We have glass. We have, we have organic matter. We have fabric. We have metal. You know, we have a lot of different materials here that can be reused in one way or another, can be recycled, and even can make products, better products that can aim towards a greener environment, because if this garbage was dug 30 feet below and now it's almost 30 feet above, to mean that it's just a matter of dumping and dumping and continuous dumping, and no one is even taking any action of trying to reduce even that cannot decompose by itself. We have to act like men, and we have to be real to ourselves and know that plastic cannot decompose. So we cannot keep on producing plastic. We can reuse plastic, even for a better environment, for a greener environment. Give thanks to His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie. So recycling is a major project that we are trying to look into. Recycling of plastic, to be precise, which involves getting the plastic that has already been dumped here and reusing it, bring it to a state where we can remold it to other objects like water tanks, like fencing posts, like eating plates, and yeah, man, from there I know the inspiration of even recycling any other material that we find here in Kahindi dump site, Mathare Slums, Ngong, Kajiado County. Will
Good
create
stuff.